is Sheriff Ronny Dodson of Brewster County, Texas, a region that shares nearly 200 miles of border with Mexico. Sheriff, good morning.
Good morning.
Sheriff, you've been working this border for 25 years. First, how has Brewster County been impacted by this crisis, and do you have the resources to cope with the surge of illegal crossings?
Well, we're just doing what we can. You can't believe how many migrants get by us and we don't know about it. And that's including our border patrolmen, and that's including the deputies and myself that are working here every day. There's just no way we're keeping up with them. They're finding ways around every day. It's a long walk for us from the river to the highway, but now they're transporting them in cars, and human smuggling is really increased in our area.
And Sheriff, you know, we keep talking about the numbers who have crossed the border, but you're saying, Nick, that's only the ones that we're catching, that we're actually seeing. We know for a fact that there are those that are getting past us undetected.
Oh, exactly. And there's a lot more than you can even imagine. I mean, in these vast areas, if I could show you, you know, when my county stretches over 100 miles across each side, there's not enough Border Patrolmen men to stand arm in arm to patrol that.
Wow. Sheriff, when you hear the President Biden maybe signing an executive order tomorrow, does that give you hope? Is it the kind of news you want to hear? Or is Speaker Johnson right? This is just too little too late.
Yes, I believe it may be a political ploy. Everything that ever's come out right now has just been real soft on immigration. And then on top of that, it's never enforced. They don't follow through. Nobody follows through on it. I think it's like I say, an election ploy, and if he wants the election to go better for him, he needs to drop gasoline prices to $1.89 a gallon. I think that'd be a whole lot better.
Sheriff Dodson, I do want to ask you this. You know, one of the things I'm often criticized for when I have these conversations with those who actually are on the border, Nick, you present it as though they're all anti-immigration. Sheriff, where do you stand on that? Are you okay with immigration? Your problem is the way they're crossing the border, correct?
Oh, exactly. I mean, we deport Mexicans or Mexican citizens. We deport them, but we let the Hondurans and the Venezuelans and all these other nationalities in. When the Mexicans are right here close to us, I mean, yes, I'd love to have a work program. My communities are dying because we don't have anybody wanting to do any kind of work. And we got people who are our neighbors. And I mean, they can go home on the weekend even, and they're willing to work, and we're not taking care of the neighbors. Yeah, that's my big opinion on that.
Sheriff, a report suggests that President is considering trying to limit the number of migrant encounters to 4,000 per day on average. Will that be enough to ease the burden on local law enforcement along the border?
Oh, they're not going to follow that rule. You know that. I mean, there may be allowed 4,000 through the ports of entry, but there's going to be 5,000 or 10,000 come across illegally, still across the rivers and across the desert.
Sheriff, after months of failed attempts to move that border deal through Congress, now House Speaker Mike Johnson has called Biden's potential executive order, again, like I told you, too little, too late with this. If not an executive order, what action should be taken then to assuage the issues at the border and stop this crisis?
Well, you know, like I said, I think that we can put a work program up for our Mexican citizens, and then everybody else needs to be deported. I mean, they're not, unless they can prove that they're here for an asylum reason. But every time we pick somebody up, that's the first thing they start claiming, you know, and they're nice and healthy and got a good ride and paid the money to get here. So I don't know if there's a real answer, but I think helping the Mexicans with some kind of a work program, if that's really what they want to do. But you got to understand, in my area on the border, we don't have migrants hanging around. They go up to the northern states, and that's where they're all at. They're not around where we're at.
Sheriff Dodson, last question I have for you there. We know that some of the mayors from the border towns will be meeting with the president. What are some of the things you think that they will be saying to him today or tomorrow?
Well, I'm sure they're going to talk about the stress they have on their communities, and that, you know, the homeless that are like in El Paso, where they're just people laying all over the streets. I'm sure the mayors are worried about some of that stuff. And of course, the health care and how law enforcement is handling all that. There's going to be all kinds of stuff the mayors are going to have to ask.
Sheriff Ronny Dodson, stay safe, sir, and thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.